Christmas tablecloth is actually on now, and kids are getting ready to go. Okay, so today is Monday. It's a very low-key day for me today. Monday is the day that I actually do the cleaning of the house. I clean the house from top to bottom. Yeah, so I'm not going to bore you with showing you pictures of me cleaning, but yeah, be back soon with some vlogmasy stuff. Currently just sweeping up and trying to tidy up. I've just done the long lounge in the utility room and just have to do the kitchen, and then I'll go upstairs. But it's a beautiful day. It's nice and sunny. Yay! So also on Monday, I tend to listen to audiobooks whilst I'm cleaning. So I've got like this super awesome lightweight headphones. So I've got my audiobook app, my Audible app on my phone, and I'm listening to a book called The Conscious Parent by Dr. Tabari. It's an amazing book. But yeah, every Monday I literally listen to about 6 hours of an audiobook because that's how long it takes me to do the cleaning. Hi. Okay, so it's day 2 of Vlogmas. I'm still doing my laundry, so I decided that I'd record this whilst I'm doing my laundry because this is the slowest my day is going to get today. But I wanted to share some gift ideas. Now, if you didn't know, on my blog, my tagline is actually Sewing, Lifestyle, and Self-Care. And it's self-care because I've gone through a really long journey with mental health, and I've worked really, really hard over the last 10 years or so to get to myself to a point where, you know, I'm in a good place with my mental health, and I'm able to keep myself from getting into, going down the spiral. So I wanted to share some self-care gifts, ideas for December that might find helpful. So I'll be referring to my list here. Okay, so number 1 is the 5-minute journal. Now, I first got this journal when it came out in 2016, and I have never gone without it since. And basically, the 5-minute journal, it teaches you the concept of gratitude. So you wake up in the morning and you write down 3 things that you are grateful for. And you aren't encouraged to focus on material things. You know, it's kind of like, grateful for the sound of bird song when I wake up, or the laughter of my children and things like that. And that was incredible because that was the first time I really understood the power of gratitude, of being able to see the positive things. Because at the time I was in a really dark place, and I was really struggling to actually see the joy in life, and just actually realizing that you can look at the world in a different way and just look at things that you can be grateful for. You know, just being grateful that there are buses that run on time, you know, that there's hot water that comes through the taps. It's absolutely fantastic. And then you write a daily affirmation, and then you, at the end of the day, you also spend like just a minute or 2 writing down 3 very quick lines about what amazing things happened today. So I have never gone without it since I started using it in 2016, and I have bought it as presents for most of the people that I know because it is amazing. It just was such a mind shift for me, and it's such a simple thing that doesn't take a lot of time, and it's called the 5-minute journal. So that was pretty awesome. Okay, gift number 2 is a book called The 52 Lists. I'm just going to pause because I have to take stuff out of the washing machine and put it into the dryer now. Okay, now I'm taking the stuff upstairs, and then I will continue the list upstairs and maybe even show you some of the things that I have on my list. Okay, I'm back. I'm upstairs now. I have to make the beds and stuff, but I'm going to quickly squeeze this in. Okay, so where was I? Yes. Oh, 5-minute journal. Right. See, I keep this on my bedside table, and there's always a pen in there, and I'm just always writing in it. This is my second one, by the way, but this is fantastic, and it's got really good binding. Like I said, I bought one for my husband and for most people that I know, because this will just switch your mindset into one of gratitude. Yeah, so that was awesome. And then number 2 is another one that I keep on my bedside table, and it's called the 52 Lists Project. And in it, it's got 52 lists. And so I'll just read out an example for you. Where's that page? Okay. So for example, it says, list the things that motivate you, or list the things you want to make, list the ways you can love yourself more, list your top 20 mood boosting songs. And so sometimes when I'm feeling low and I'm just struggling to remember the good things that are in my life and all that, I will pick this up and I'll just close my eyes and just open a random page with my pencil, and it will be like, list the things you want to make. So for example, I have epic coat and quilt under the things that I want to make. Yeah, and I also do this with my kids when they're feeling in a bit of a funk and they're struggling to come out of the funk. I'll just be like, do you want to write in here? And they pick the list that they want to write, and usually it's just a good way of getting up. But yeah, and this is something that I sort of keep coming back to. I've had this one now for about 2 years, and I love it, and it's really pretty as well. It's got like the gold things, and it's just nice to have on my bedside table. It's very cheerful. Okay, and then what else do I have? Oh yes, so these ones are quite new to me, and they're called the LSW Mind Cards, and I love these. These are a pack of 45 cards, and each has got like a tool or a task. And basically, you just pick one task a day and you read what is on it, and you have to fulfill that task. And there's 5 different categories of it. There's like gratitude, there's kindness, what else is there? Rituals, journal prompts. Because sometimes if you're journaling, you kind of don't know what to write in your journal and you need a prompt. But it's really fantastic. And I really love these cards because I was doing something very similar. So I love the yogi tea bags. I'll put a link so you can see what I mean. But there is tea bags that come with a little affirmation on the tea bag holder, and I love them. And what I used to do was I would collect those little affirmations and I'd put them in a jar. And every morning I would pick something out of the jar, and it would have a little saying like, your inner smile lights up your life, smile more. And I just be using that as my, my mantra for the rest of the day, or patience is a virtue or something like that. So this was exactly what I had been doing, except for this is something that was going to be more durable. So absolutely fantastic. I love those. I got a few that I'm going to give to my sisters and my cousins for Christmas because they're just absolutely fantastic. Okay, and then number 4, she's really good for wellness, Audible. I love listening to audiobooks on Audible, especially when I'm doing stuff. When I'm sewing, sometimes when I'm in the sewing cave and I'm not actually recording the tutorial, I will be listening to an audiobook. I tend to favor self-help books a lot because I need help with that a lot. But I do also like to read fiction. I think recently I read Little Fires Everywhere by Celestine Guy, amazing book. And also Mythos by Stephen Fry, amazing. I mean, 4 of my kids are named after Roman and Greek gods and goddesses. So it was just like absolutely amazing to hear the stories behind that. And Stephen Fry, he reads in such a way that it felt like every Monday I was hanging out with him. Currently, I'm reading a book called The Conscious Parent, which is, it's not a book for the lighthearted. If you don't want some hard truths about your role in being a parent and how important you are to how your child turns out, then don't read it. Don't read it. It's got so many hard truths and truth bombs in there, and I'm just constantly like, whoa. But yeah, so an Audible subscription is a great gift idea. And I think Audible does like a 3-month free whatever subscription, and then it's £7.99, and you get to choose and keep the titles that you want to keep. So that's a great gift idea, and it's like a gift that keeps on giving, as far as I can tell. Okay, and then number 5 is a water bottle, a really decent water bottle. Okay, now I've been a cheapskate over the years, and I've tried to kind of like get a water bottle and make do with whatever, but like with plastic water bottles, they transfer the odors and some of them get condensation on them. And I've recently gotten into Ayurvedic principles, and that's to do with you drink warm water that's at the same temperature as your body because it's better for your gut. And I started doing that about 9 months ago, and I love it. I'm converted. So now I want to drink my water warm, which meant that I had to upgrade my bottle. And so I went through several bottles, but then I found this one. I had to go look at it to see what it was called because I was just like, what? And it's called the Hydra Flask, which is, no, not Hydra. Hydra is from Captain America. Hydro Flask. And it's a reusable water bottle, and it will keep your beverages hot or warm for up to 12 hours. And it will keep your water cool for you if you like cold water up to 24 hours. I like that it survives the hustle and bustle of my busy life with the 5 kids, because during the week there's a lot of toing and froing, taking the kids to all of their activities, and I kind of have to check it into my bag, and it doesn't have condensation. I have had issues before with bottles that have condensated all over my handbag, and I was not happy. So I actually really, really like this bag. Plus, when I'm sewing as well, I try and stay hydrated. No, I do stay hydrated, so I take it up with me to the sewing cave. So that's it. And then number 6 is a Latchterm journal. Have I pronounced that correctly? Latchterm? Anyway, I'll put the name down here on there. But I love stationery and notebooks. I don't think that anybody can ever have too many notebooks. They're just really wonderful to have, especially when they're good quality. You feel like writing more in your notebook. And I bullet journal a lot, and I just pour my thoughts and my feelings into what I write into a journal. And I started off with Moleskine. And it was okay, but I found that the binding was coming apart after all, because I actually use my notebooks very much. But then I came across Lifetime, and amazing stuff. Amazing. It survives being chucked into my bag. It survives because sometimes I'll be out with the kids and the kids are just like being raucous and I need to distract them. And I'm kind of like, do you want to do some drawing? Here's a page in Mommy's special journal for you to do some drawing. And it has survived my kids kind of writing in it and all that, and the binding is still fine. Yeah, so I've totally converted to that. And I think it's a fantastic thing to have. And it's a great place to write all of your sewing plans and things like that. So that is my list of 6 self-care well-being based Christmas gift ideas that you might want to look at getting for somebody else who might already have too much fabric or too many sewing patterns already, or just about everything else that they need for sewing. But this kind of stuff, the stuff that feeds your mind, that puts you in a better mental place, that helps you with your own personal growth and your spiritual growth and your spiritual journey, is pretty awesome. I hope that you've enjoyed that. So this is day 2 of Vlogmas. I might record a bit more because I've got some cake decorating stuff to do. This is currently what's on my bedside table. So I've got my 5-minute journal there, the 52 lists, and I've got this, it's a Firenze Tempo leather-bound journal. This is where I write unscripted stuff in, and I'm currently rereading the little book of Hygge because I'm trying to create Hygge in my house. And there we go. Tree looks a lot better in daylight. It's really, really popping. You come up the stairs and there's this really popping tree, but it doesn't have a skirt, so we're gonna have to make a tree skirt for it. And also, I am so very proud of myself because I actually got this from a thrift store. This cost me £1. That's $1 for you guys in the US. But yeah, that's a £1 tree right there. But yeah, I still need to do a bit more work on that. Nice and sunny day, which is pretty awesome generally. But I feel bad for my fish in the fish tank. They don't like the sun. So when it's sunny, the water gets really hot and they tend to hide underneath that little boulder there. So I've had to put my spiralizer in front so that they can come out and play, because at least they're shaded from the sun, which is a shame. So for some of us, we're like, yay, the sun is out. But for others, they're like, no. But yeah, happy fish equals a happy life. and I have to bake the mince pies so that when the kids come back from school, they've got some mince pies, and I have to do all the rest of this stuff. In the meantime, thanks, ladies. Bye.